The best address on TV is inspired by private property. Start your search for property now on privateproperty.co.za.
Tonight on Winner Home, we reveal more of the grand prize apartments to be given away to one lucky viewer this weekend. Our 3 finalists will be drawn tomorrow, so this is your last opportunity to get your name into the draw as the competition closes at midnight tonight.
This is Winner Home, the only show on South African television whereby entering any of our weekly competitions, you enter the draw to win a multi-million rand, 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom penthouse apartment on South Africa's premier lifestyle resort, Steyn City, or a Mercedes-Benz C180 AMG, or 2 100-gram gold bars worth over 50,000 rand each.
Tumi pops in to check out the buzz of activity around our dream home.
What have you guys done with the layout in the kitchen?
We try to maximize the space as best as possible here. So we've got the island right in the middle of the room. So when you're cooking, you can still look out at your guests and entertain at the same time.
I'm seeing mechanisms that I've never seen in a cupboard before. How has this evolved?
If you have a look, we've got a massive 2-meter panel here. And because of the size, the hinges have changed to being automatic now. So all you do is literally push a button, cupboard opens, push it again, and it closes automatically.
I definitely need one of these. Now, what finishes have you gone for in the kitchen?
We've got a beautiful wooden rough texture finish here in our open shelving, combining with our matte white finishes as well. And if you look at our beautiful countertops, Lisa from Stone will tell you more.
Stone is an exceptional product to use as a surface in your home, in your kitchen. And one of the things we really love about it is the huge range of colours. I think there are 33 colours that you can select from. And there's a range of marble-inspired looks to granite-inspired looks to really consistent colouring. So it's an exceptional choice for your home.
The color of the Stone quartz countertop is cocoa fudge. What better hint to the lucky winner of the apartment that it's a kitchen for creative cooking?
We're actually also providing a product called Neolith. It's contrasting to Stone in that it has a matte finish, not a polished finish, and it's been used in the bedroom in this apartment.
Neolith, a lightweight and durable cladding product, has turned the bedroom wall into a feature.
It looks lovely indeed. Now, why was Neolith the material of choice for the bedroom?
Neolith is an exceptionally versatile material, and the matte finish is really on trend at the moment. And another quality that really works for interiors is the heat resistance. So you can see here it's been used above the fireplace as the cladding. It can also be used in the kitchen or even outside. So it's a really amazing material that can work almost anywhere.
Has our kitchen inspired decorating and DIY? Nedbank's Tim Akanusi advises how installations or renovations can raise a property's value.
Tim, it is a well-known fact that kitchens and bathrooms offer some of the biggest opportunities to add value to a home. Why is this?
Well, quite simply because it tends to be the most utilized part of the home. So most estate agents would use a kitchen as the key selling point of the house. And in fact, in most cases, it accounts for about 15 to 20% of the value of the property.
Now, many real estate experts believe that when preparing to sell your home and you have budget for one renovation, it has to be the kitchen. What do you think of that?
Well, I tend to agree with them. Certainly a kitchen is more than just a place for cooking. It's an area where the family can socialize, kids can do their homework, and you can even grab a quick dinner. So when renovating a kitchen, it's important to stay away from ultra trendy, ultra stylish types of design because you can really alienate certain types of buyers. Rather focus on more visual, classic looks and look at aspects of the kitchen that are going to be touched a lot of the time. So for example, the taps, in this case, the kitchen countertops, the mixers, and focus on things that provide natural light as well. So in this instance, you have a kitchen area that has multiple windows, which allows for natural light. That's the type of design and the type of way you'd like to structure your kitchen to really enhance its value.
Now, it seems like the kitchen adds a lot of value to a home. If I want to finance a renovation project like the kitchen, how do I go about it?
Well, Tumi, if you're a Nedbank customer and you have your home loan with us, you can dip into any of your surplus funds paid off simply by accessing internet banking and transferring those funds into your current account and begin renovating. Otherwise, if you've paid off a certain amount of your home loan, you can simply apply for a re-advance and we'll give you access to the funds that you've already paid off. These are far more cost-effective ways of accessing funds to renovate your home as opposed to dipping into an overdraft or credit card facility to fund a renovation project like this.
There's only 1 week to go until the keys of our grand prize apartment are handed over to one lucky viewer. Our generous sponsors have all made this prize the biggest and best ever in the history of South African television.
There's barely been time to take a breath between building shifts completing the dream apartment. Now that final wiring and fittings are being installed, design master Kim Hatton is adding his distinctive magic to the space in time for the grand reveal.
Here we go. Oi, team, get in here. Work to be done. Right, Erogs, Sphinx, you guys, can you start looking after the main bedroom? There's a lot of stuff to do. Wesley, Corne, please, guest bedroom and guest bathroom if you can.
All right, Kim, it's our final apartment update. I'm here to help. What do you need me to do?
Max, we're busy with so many things at the moment. It's hectic, but it's so awesome and exciting when it starts coming together. But as you can see, it's an absolute mess. We're busy with putting up pictures, paintings, making beds, putting out ornaments, this, that, and the next thing. Max, would you please do the wine?
Okay, I can back the wine.
Yeah, don't drink it.
The media unit, clad with the PPC cement imprint, has been finished off with copper rims for wine storage. By using this warm, rich metal, the design connects not only with Joburg's industrial roots, but also to its reputation for being a lively city, where you never know what you'll discover.
It's probably one of my favorite things in this whole home.
It's an armadillo.
It's an armadillo, but made like of rough, wrought, rusted bits of old iron. And it's one of those things on a project I saw in the middle of nowhere, and I just knew that is for Steyn City. I just absolutely loved it. I love its rusticness, the gorgeous animals out here. It endorses our whole thing about the city of gold with the steels and the metals, etc. And it's not this highly polished item. It's rough and ready, but I think it's got so much character.
This is incredible, and I think it's definitely found its new home.
Absolutely. Pop it on the shelf.
Winner Home has tracked the creation of our prize apartment from raw cement to sophisticated finishes. Interpreting the City of Gold theme has been Kim's own design challenge. He's triumphed by using metallic elements from steel to copper-toned fabric, the warmth of wood to the clever placing of mirrors to create depth. Even the art brings a powerful Joburg presence to the overall design. It's pulled together with rich, neutral textures that give the apartment its stamp of luxury. And overseeing it all is one man who gave a large part of his heart to the city.
Oh yes, the father of the nation.
Absolutely. Again, one of my favorite pieces in the whole home. And from the moment I decided on the theme, Nelson Mandela was going to be a part of this home. Everybody obviously idolizes the man, and in some ways he represents the old Johannesburg, the turmoil of the time, and now the triumph. This beautiful Steyn City, here we are, and we want the father of the nation here as well.
Still to come on Winner Home, there's more than meets the eye in our prize apartments. We reveal the local artists behind the designer interior.
Make online bond approval within hours happen and get updates from start to finish. SMS HOME to 30755. Nedbank Home Loans in association with Winner Home.
A fresh coat of Plascon paint. A lot can change in 15 years. Your son will go to school. Love it. Hate it. Be uncool. Go old school and become super cool. There'll be this girl, that girl, more girls. He'll listen to pop, hip-hop, reggae, then rock. He'll grow hair here and there, grow whatever that is. He'll join a band, expand, get fans, dabble in this and that, move back, unpack and study. All before you have to paint again. Choose Plascon, the only paint with a 15-year quality guarantee.
Showcasing homes from every corner of our remarkable country. Visit Private Property now on your smartphone or tablet.
The new Samsung washing machine.
While the flurry of activity around our Steyn City apartment continues, it's time to look at one key investment buy with bespoke seating designer Jack Nicklaus.
Ashok, I'm so excited about the grand prize apartment being finished that I almost got carried away. Now, we often take for granted how our furniture is made. What makes the perfect couch?
The perfect couch will be made out of having the correct proportions, and that would be the seat height, the depth of your seat, and the angle of your backrest. The sofa needs to be soft and comfortable, and it needs to hug you.
What goes into the making of a perfect couch?
Well, as we are custom manufacturers, every item will start off in the drawing room where it is drawn up, and once the drawings are approved by the client, it goes into manufacture. And the process starts with manufacturing the frame, which is made out of timber or a combination of timber and steel, and the base, which is very important, which is either then have a webbing base or a spring base, and it is then foamed up, and then the fabric goes over that, and the cushions go on top of the couch, and that's what makes the perfect couch.
Ashok, how is this furniture going to complement Kim's theme and design for the Winner Home Prize apartment?
This furniture was specifically designed by us in conjunction with Kim H, and is unique to the Winner Home competition, and it's almost an architectural piece and unique to the apartment and unique to the world.
Arranging the furniture is like creating a three-dimensional composition. You consider the height of certain pieces and how color will coax your eye in a certain direction. It calls for an expert on proportion and balance, just as an artist of the caliber of Nick Walsh views a blank canvas.
Immediately as I walk into your studio, I see some beautiful glances of our beloved city's buildings. Why Johannesburg?
Well, Johannesburg is the original city of gold. What's extraordinary about Johannesburg is the architecture. We had an enormous gold rush that lasted from the early 1900s through to the 1930s. There was a depression in Europe and America because of the First World War, and we were building skyscrapers. It was bizarre. And I find that fascinating. When you go downtown, you've got to lift your chin, you've got to look away from the noise and the hubbub of the city, and there's beautiful buildings. That's why I do these drawings, and I don't show the ground level so that you get absorbed into the form of the building and the detail of the structures and the beauty of it.
You mentioned the amount of detail that went into this from the artists that created these buildings. You seem to have a lot of detail that you put in yourself when drawing them. What technique do you use?
I work in charcoal pencils and then chalk pastels. And I've created this technique, which I'll show you over here, which is how you very softly paint with pastel. So I take these soft chalk pastels and I put color down onto a separate piece of paper. And then I literally just pick it up on tissue. And then I literally paint with pastel. That gives it the light and the shade, that gives me the shadows, the drama that brings out the detail in the building.
That really is fascinating. Thank you so much, Nick. And with so much history and beauty in the Johannesburg buildings, there's no doubt that our Winner Home winner will feel right at home in the city of gold.
When challenged by the themes of earth, air, fire and water, our young designers turned empty apartments into homes with character, ready for the official launch of Steyn City in March 2015.
When selling a property, what does one need to do to attract potential buyers?
One of the critical things is obviously to go where the buyers already are. Online is fantastic from that point of view. You've got a lot of buyers online at the moment, and they're all looking for very specific things. I'd say the three things that people certainly look for is around cost. Guys are coming to the market with a budget, often champagne taste on a beer budget, so there's an education process that guys go through. But sellers as well often overpitch the price, and I think that's the danger. You know, buyers and sellers miss each other in those early interactions because of the price. Another thing is interior design, layout, space. The personality of the home that they walk into, it's got to attract the buyer from the second that they walk in, so that's quite key. And then, I mean, you can't overstate it, but location in property is everything.
It's Steyn City's major draw card, and if you'd love to live here, you might be in the market to sell your existing home. So, how do you attract a potential buyer?
Gwibus, what does one need to do to get their property show house ready?
Show houses are very important, obviously, because of the fact that it gives buyers the opportunity to look at a broad range of properties over a weekend with the family. To get it ready, what I would recommend is to make sure it starts from the beginning. Your curb appeal of your property is important. Make sure your garden is well manicured. Make sure that the house is painted if it needs a paint, inside or outside, even the roof. Look inside, don't clutter your rooms. Remove big, large ornaments, unnecessary furniture from the house. Steam clean your carpets, make sure there's a nice fresh smell in the house. And a little bit of a trick of the trade, perhaps put a little bit of baby powder on the bedding and the linen to give it a nice fresh smell.
And which is better, fully furnished or an empty shell?
Perhaps if you've got the opportunity to sell it furnished, it's definitely better in my opinion. It gives the potential buyers a better ability to see how their furniture would fit into it. It gives them ideas on how to utilize the space. And an empty room does sometimes perceive to be smaller than it really is, and it shows some more defaults if there's little cracks or stuff on the wall. So furnished is definitely the best.
What are the advantages of selling your property online?
Every seller really wants to expose their property to as many potential buyers as possible. And I think that's one thing that online certainly does, is it gives them access to the widest possible range of browsers in the comfort of their own home. And I think that's something that's understated. You know, maybe browsing on your mobile phone while you're watching TV. So you're in this headspace where you're dreaming about your new home and you're sharing that with your spouse and your family. And I think that kind of pressureless environment is what people really like about accessing property options online.
The soft touches to a home might be what you fall in love with. Let's call it the fashion element. But like a supermodel, no house will have real value without a great bone structure. In architectural terms, this often comes down to raw materials and the astonishing variety of form and line that can be achieved with imagination. Basic building blocks can turn into sculptural forms that soon sit in the landscape as if they were born there. Just like the cement planters in our prized apartment and this groundbreaking concrete home aptly named Cocoon House.
Daniel, how does a medium such as cement allow for this kind of design?
If you can look at the sculptural shapes of the house, it allows for sculptural qualities because you can cast and pour it in any shape and form, for which you will use shuttering. You could use formwork, which can consist out of plywood, steel, whichever medium you want to use. And what's interesting about it is that the concrete takes on the characteristics of its maker. So whatever material or form or shape you're going to cast it against, it'll take exactly those characteristics on. That's why I would like to call it the liquid stone of the 21st century.
Yeah, because it's fluid, it allows fluidity. So concrete is able to be sculpturally formed and form very fluid and beautiful shapes. But it's also able to cantilever, which for me is always the best and most beautiful thing about concrete, is that you can just let it flow out over a supporting wall for up to, a third of its backspan.
What are the advantages of working with cement as an integrated design component?
Well, cement is basically the glue that keeps everything together. So you would use cement not only for brickwork, for mortar, but also for plastering and of course to create concrete. Cement is, I would say, the key ingredient in any form of construction or building. And of course in this house where they use PPC Sherbold 42, much stronger cement. So for ordinary construction you would use much less cement, so it's a cost-saving effect. Or you can create stronger concrete, which means that you can go thinner and cantilever or span longer distances. So that's the advantages of using a stronger cement like 42 MPa.
So from the Colosseum in Rome to the Cocoon House in Johannesburg, cement has been used for thousands of years, and this technology is growing from strength to strength.
Up next on Winner Home, we show you more of what the winner of our fabulous grand prize apartments can look forward to.
Good looking. Quietly fits right in. Clever. And loved by everyone. You could almost build your home around it. The new Samsung washing machine, WW9000.
Life is about being more savvy with your money, like when you're buying a house.
My dream house, Nut.
Hi. Hi. We'll make an offer.
Great. No!
Subject to bond approval.
Which could take weeks.
Eugene, you can beat them. With Nedbank, you get online bond approval within hours.
But it's Sunday.
No problem. You can do it anytime, anywhere. Yes, yes. My precious. Make online bond approval within hours happen. Visit any Nedbank today.
Plascon Double Velvet, the washable and stain-resistant paint. Now with a 15-year quality guarantee. Plascon, paint with imagination.
Not only will the winner of our prize apartment live surrounded by fine furnishings, but every day at Steyn City will be exciting and different. There's a health club, an outdoor gym, an equestrian centre, and best of all, a Jack Nicklaus designed championship golf course.
The 18-hole course spans over 7,000 meters from the championship tees.
Before we head out onto the immaculate golf course, I thought we should warm up our swings right here on the driving range, but maybe bit out of my league.
So, Tumi, what do you have there?
Okay, so I'm downloading this golfing app to help me with my posture and swing.
Tumi, you shouldn't have a problem with that because Steyn City is covered by superior LTE from Telkom. That means internet in a golf estate like this is super fast.
I'm loving this. My app is downloading incredibly quickly. Now, how do I know when I'm in an LTE zone?
How you find out? As easy as 1, 2, 3. You go to telkom.co.za/coverage, you type in your address and we'll return the results.
Is LTE only for smartphones?
Well, certainly not, Tumi. Like we're giving away in a win-a-home competition an LTE router for the home. That means that you are able to access broadband at the comfort of your home. But you also make sure that you are able to access the internet when you are on the go. Like, for example, we give away one of these MiFi routers which connects up to 10 devices simultaneously.
Hi guys.
Hi Carlo.
I heard you talking about LTE. Just wanted to let you know that Steyn City is implementing a fibre to the home architecture with open access, which means that multiple service providers will be available on the network for residents to achieve true broadband speeds.
Well, my app's downloaded. Let me practice my swing.
From app to real-life application, Steyn City's golfing facilities are amongst the best in the country, sporting a double-sided driving range with chipping and putting areas and multi-target greens to practice on.
Now this is more my style of golf.
You can work on your technique, but the course itself has to be top of its game.
Nice shot, kid. You're more of a pro more than I am. Now I'm looking here, and even after the winter we've had, these fairways are manicured to perfection.
Steyn City has taken pride in this project, and we started golf course construction in 2009. We seeded the tees and the greens with bent grass, and the fairways and the rough with a cool season mix of rye, fescue and Kentucky bluegrass, thus guaranteeing us a green playing surface throughout the whole year.
It's nurtured with grey water, just one of the achievements that Golf Course GM Ken Payet and Steyn City Property CEO Giuseppe Plumari are so proud of.
Giuseppe, this is a championship golf course, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It's one of the best in the country, hopefully. It's a Jack Nicklaus design, one of the biggest footprints in golf. It's 90 hectares plus, and we hope to be one of the top 10.
Even newcomers to the game can look forward to expert help here and some direction with their style.
Well, my game is coming along thanks to my golfing app. I'm sure to be a pro by the time summer is in full swing.
Well, talk about summer. Our summer of wow is in full swing indeed, Tumi. We are owning the home this summer. We've gone out first and only from Telkom smart home propositions. These consist of fixed and mobile propositions all bundled into one. This means a single bill. No need to go to all these other providers to look for connectivity solution. Can all come to Telkom and make sure that we have a summer of wow as we seamlessly connect South Africans to a better life.
Wow, indeed. Well, they're about to tee off, so let's go check out the golf day.
Do it.
An aerial view shows the course at its best. It was built on both sides of the Yekske River, which flows through the estate.
The golf course is the first milestone of many milestones to come. This is a 2,000-acre estate. It's not a golf course estate, it's a lifestyle. The golf course is just one of many sporting and outdoor facilities. We've got in excess of 1,000 acres of wooded parkland with parks and numerous open gyms. We've got skate parks, fishing, horse riding, you name it, we've got it at Steyn City. And the aim is to develop the most genuine lifestyle estate you've ever seen in your life. We want the very best, and that's what we're doing.
The course has just made its public debut, with professional golfers and celebrities testing its playability.
The course? Breathtaking. Fairway is amazing. The rough, rough takes your ball, but you have to play really well. But otherwise, the experience, every time we get into each hole, as you turn around the corner, all you're doing is, wow, look at that view. Absolutely amazing.
Under wraps until recently, Steyn City is no longer Gauteng's best kept secret. It's now on its way to being the lifestyle estate in the country.
With so many incredible prizes on offer, be sure to enter any of our weekly competitions to go into the entry for our grand prize apartment, a Mercedes-Benz C-Class or 2 gold bars. Entries close at midnight tonight, the 6th of November, and all winners will be announced next week, Thursday, the 13th of November.
This week, one lucky viewer stands in line to win a brand new laptop, plus internet connectivity with data for 12 months, courtesy of Telkom. Tomorrow starts today. To win, enter online at winnerhome.tv or SMS the keyword Telkom, followed by your name to 33764. That's 33764. Remember, entries for the grand prize competition close at midnight tonight. Good luck.
Winner Home, proudly connected by Telkom Broadband. The best address on TV is inspired by private property. Start your search for property now on privateproperty.co.za.